and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Lacy. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shifting, going empty, getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He gets a block, and the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Give to the back. Discards a man. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Roughing the pass. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Feeling some heat. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lacy. Quick strike complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're...
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, 1st down. On the ground, it's in goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little bit further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the Dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lacy. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got it on the outside, it's Collins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Looking to throw it again. Quickly complete. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Using his legs, it's long. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Going for it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They probably need one more score to feel like they're back in this game, down by 20 as they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on it, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Finds his tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion.
Taking my first
Bad
4th
news,
inches.
though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's locked. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Find space on the right. Hit the afterburners, kid. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. From Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guys so we can make the catch. You put that behind them, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Vincent. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, This defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's in goal. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Might as well give it to him again.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break.
Picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Makes a grab over the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Works the middle of the field. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter. And
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
Into double coverage, and it made him pay. It's intercepted. He was trying to get that.
So this is why I gotta take you out, dude. You be making some fucked up throws.
Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. From the gun, give on the inside. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's looking to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He wants to throw. He finds his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He's got it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water dogs. You play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
The aerial assault continues. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
It's complete to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's long. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Got the quick pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Missouri!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Stanford managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll savor this one in Palo Alto for some time, no matter the final score. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open. Or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking deep down the right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown Tide! And the punishment has been extended.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Quick strike complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Leaves it with the running back. At the 45, on his way. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Back to throw, it's Lacy. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off play action on 1st down. Escapes trouble. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking deep. And the pass is intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Still on his feet.
I throw that shit away.
Pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
What's up? What you doing?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man
Oh,
in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive.
You saw Wendy posted you on her Facebook, on TikTok, huh?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
You guys on TikTok too.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field.
I saw that shit earlier.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man in the middle. Just trucks through it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes down. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are fun.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Lacey. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
I left like 6 o'clock
About
this
this
morning.
defense, no mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Yeah, we're really just trying to get home and get out, you know, want to get caught in traffic. So I know like today was the first day of school for some
Now
people
the
out here.
offense
And that
has to
traffic
overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack.
ridiculous. So I ain't have to
On
shoot
second
them,
down,
so
he'll let it fly. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. And
That's
he
what I'm
ran
doing.
away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown,
They work
Tigers.
at 130.
The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for
And of
next
course,
week.
I talk to
There's
people.
always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
No, I don't do it.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience of this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. First down for this offense.
Of course.
He wants to throw.
So,
Finds the tight end.
you know, before they
There to make the
clean the
tackle,
house
but
out,
the big
go over
throw
there and
is
see,
good enough to give
I would
him
have
a
left for the
first down.
keys.
Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip.
You know, people got keys to the house. I gave them instead of keys.
To the air, it's
But,
Lacy.
you know, they're going
He's
to
got it.
I guess whenever
That
they
throw and catch
decide
gets
to do
him
what they're
down
gonna
to
do.
the 6, and the defense
Get
is
everything
running out of
closed,
answers.
but before they do
The
that,
Tigers line it up with a first and goal.
That house is toe up.
They'll try to get it in with the
I had
run.
a key. I got keys. If
He
I gotta
works
come
his
home,
way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is
but, you know,
reeling.
they got keys too. No, I'm saying they got a
Now
set of
it's
keys. If
second
y'all
and
need to
goal.
get into the house, I can get them to let y'all in.
Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes.
Y'all
Touchdown,
gotta realize it ain't no
Missouri.
power in there.
A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Worked on the touchdown.
Yeah,
Might as well
so-
do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8
Before
points
you
on
don't
that
come away with
trip.
nothing.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
So that should help you get on your feet.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on.
No, that's
That's
all.
a
You
part
sit
of
on
it.
that goddamn
You can be a
thing.
great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh,
Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are
Ain't you
paying
serious?
attention to what is happening right now.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
Trying play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's complete. Knocked down for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Fighting off the defender. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield.
You talk to the lawyer?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got him, and they convert. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I didn't even have it for a Stacy team. You did some stuff, got us some.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 35, he's open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Missouri wants to go fast.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide in. Don't take a big shot.
Tempo and overdrive. Scanning the field, it's Lacey. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this
Yeah,
sophomore able to wreak
they was
some
talking
havoc
about,
and get the
first
sack.
season hustles talking
Coach
about,
has no
people
choice
doing
here. The
that
offense has to
should be
stay
going
on the
already
field,
because,
down
that's
multiple
what happened with
possessions
Grove.
this late. Fourth down attempt coming.
He should have been sentenced, and of course he still
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Fuck.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was
It
all
took too long
over.
to move.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their
I was
offense.
just wondering, I figured you probably was going to rush that.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Stoneburner. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Devin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air, it's Lacey. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. Goes to the knee, and that will wrap it up, and their magical season continues. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. You play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up. But you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another...
Procrastinated all this time. You know what I'm saying? So, this with them people now? I don't know. I think we had till 2000. I think we had till 26. I think. But shit, 26 will be here before you know it. Yeah. We've been dealing with this thing. Grandma been gone. Then we looked at the taxes and stuff about the taxes last year. Here it is. And you even went down some other property. Go and work over there. So I got something to wait. Time is winding down. So you come away with nothing. Yeah.